this is Iconic Brands, and today's topic is Jaguar cars, the iconic brand known as Jaguar, particularly the controversy surrounding their latest advertising campaign to launch their new fleet of electric cars. When I first saw the ad, I joined in a lot of the narrative about absolutely awful, terrible advertising. What on earth is going on? In fact, I was like this. I was absolutely shocked. I was like that. What on earth is going on down there? Well, I've had a week to get over this. And I did work for JLR for many years, and I went to meetings with design engineering directors, particularly Jerry McGovern back in the day, at various town hall meetings, and I'd listen to them trying their best to try and get this company towards a new generation of future buyers. I mean, this is not the first time they've attempted this, and this is another attempt at doing that, but have they gone too far? A bit later in the video, I'll give you some inside information, because I'm still friendly with people that work down there at Gaydon, as to why Jaguar would do this, and in fact, could it work? The XE Jaguar petrol is a superb car, and at the time everybody was raving about it, saying how much better it was than their Bavarian competition. So it was actually a better car, but it didn't sell. And the reason being is because it had that old man image attached to the Jaguar brand, which has always plagued it for many, many years now. But the problem is that us, the older buyer of Jaguar, I particularly love the XJ, and I love the X-Type too. I just love that shape. But somebody like my daughter, Sophie, who's mid-30s, she's professional, and is capable of buying a new car, I asked her if she'd like to drive my Jaguar. No chance, Dad. You know, I'd rather take the bus than even be seen in that car. I mean, there's your problem. That's the problem we've got with this company. My way of thinking is that the company would have gone bust anyway. They've been going downhill for years, propped up by Land Rover sales. They keep that company going. JLR is the reason that Jaguar is still here. They'd have gone bust a while back, and they still will go bust. So why not attempt to do what they're doing now? I mean, that's my way of thinking. I mean, please comment below if you think differently. But a lot of us Jaguar owners are all dying. We're getting old and we're dying. And our cars are looking like we are. It's a bit of a joke, by the way. But you can see where I'm coming from with this. Is that they really need to rebrand and reintroduce electric cars in a changing world. You know, whether we like it or not, the world is changing. And us older ones are thinking to ourselves, what on earth is going on? But it has to be done, in my opinion. I don't think Jaguar could think of any other way around it. When I remember going to meetings, particularly, they used to call them fresh eyes meetings, where they'd ask people for new ideas and to design one that would appeal to younger buyers, particularly like my daughter, Sophie, you know. So hopefully the future may look a bit brighter than everybody's currently talking about, you know. I mean, even Government Minister Nigel Farage has commented. He's jumped on the bandwagon as well, just hating the brand. But at the end of the day, just like him, controversy produces publicity. And the more controversial it is, the more publicity they get. Therefore, at the moment, Jaguar have had more publicity through this than any of their traditional ads like this one. I mean, that's how you imagine Jaguar to be. And some people might say it's misogynist or whatever in this changing world they're on about. But this advertising campaign has certainly put Jaguar on the map, whether you like it or not. That's the point. So could Jaguar actually turn this around and actually win this one? So forget all the pictures you see on the net. We used to put a camouflage on these cars, and they look like a car that a kid would do in a nursery school, you know, of a car. They look they do look like they do look like that. Let's hope that Jaguar get this right, because at the end of the day, if they don't, they'll go bust. You know, it's okay criticising them, but are you actually a Jaguar owner yourself? Nigel Farage even jumped on the bandwagon saying how he hated it. But Nigel, do you drive a Jaguar? Have you got one yourself? This is the irony of it all, you know. I bet a lot of the criticism aimed at Jaguar are coming from people who don't actually own a Jaguar car. And this is some of the problem. Although I hated the ad, I can see where Jaguar are coming from, because at the end of the day, controversy equals publicity. And they've certainly got a lot of publicity out of this campaign, although most of it is hate. Jaguar are just a brand that have been failing for many, many years. So really, in my opinion, this latest ambitious, I'll say ambitious rather than foolish, attempt to try and re-kick and restart the company, despite all the politics about electric cars or whatever. I don't want to go into that, but recently contacted employees at the Gaydon site where I used to work. I used to work at Whitley and Jaguar in Coventry as well. So I've got some experience with the company, and although I've been retired a few years, I have got a little bit of input and friends still there. And having spoken to them, the attitude and towards all this is a positive one, because they can see this as a new era for the company. A lot of us don't, and I can fully appreciate that. And I can see people watching this now get fuming, going, no, we've got to produce Aston Martin style cars. Yeah, I mean, that might come. I mean, they may well be doing something like that. Although they'll be electric powered ones, they may just look like Aston Martins. I can see that if Jaguar get this right, and I surely hope they do, this could be, surprise, surprise, it could be a winner. And let's face it, if Jaguar hadn't have done this, I think they'd have gone bust anyway. Like many of the YouTubers currently on the net saying that they'll give Jaguar 5 years and they'll be bust. They'll be like MGR now, a Chinese company. Well, I've got news for you. This company is owned by Indians anyway, you know, it's already an Asian-owned company, so what difference does that make, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, it is all about survival, and if this works, we'll all hold our hands up, won't we, and say, okay, we got that one wrong, well done, Jaguar.